Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Non-Human Enemies. Before I begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. I'd also like to tell you about HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls from more than 100 celebrities, so give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. The United States and soon the rest of the world will be entering a new and historical phase. This phase is one in which most of our enemies and commercial competitors are going to be non-human. When I say non-human, I mean that they'll be driven by artificial intelligence. This is going to happen in the world of weapons, computer systems, business technologies, and to a very large extent in the service sector. There's going to be very little, if any, human oversight, and many of these technologies, these AI-driven technologies, will be used against people in a very, very adversarial fashion. They'll start showing up in restaurants without wait staff. This is already happening in some countries and will soon happen more in the United States, as people who enter their orders at a restaurant will soon have to do so without ever even seeing a waiter or a waitress. They'll do it with their smartphones. Now, banks are already encouraging customers to stop using bank tellers and instead use ATM machines. Try to interact with a human customer service agent whenever you call most of the banking 800 numbers, and watch the maze that you have to go through. But this issue is just beginning. Very soon, we're going to see grocery stores that are completely automated and have very little, if any, staff. Around the globe, various countries are already replacing some of their traditional naval ships with automated and robotic ships that have no staff or personnel on board at all. Everything is going to be AI-driven. The U.S. Air Force has already been using military attack and surveillance drones that can circle miles above the battlefield and require very little human interaction or piloting or control. Some of these drones can circle above the target for days at a time without refueling. Now, the use of artificial intelligence is not stopping there. There are already teams of engineers working on artificial intelligence-based systems designed to write legal briefs for attorneys. They're also working on next-generation customer service systems that sound so much like humans that customers never even realize they're talking to an AI system when they call to order a pizza or deal with some other related issue. Are you an optometrist? Well, you might be a little concerned about your career future because they're now working on AI systems that can examine your eyes and prepare a prescription for new glasses more skillfully and accurately than any human optometrist currently can do. What about law enforcement systems? Well, that's a really interesting situation because they've already developed some fascinating AI technology, but local voters and municipalities in some areas are pushing back, and they're even outlawing the technology for various political reasons. Things like facial recognition technology offered to law enforcement have already been banned in some communities. For thousands of years now, whenever someone had an enemy, that enemy was human. That's no longer the case with this new technology, and that's a real problem because left to its advanced capabilities, AI systems can be far more dangerous, confrontational, and adversarial than many human beings can. That's why so many countries are now incorporating AI into their military systems. That's because they're faster and more strategically capable of reacting in a pre-planned way to an adversary's attack. And I'll tell you another reason that some countries are doing this. They're doing it because studies have shown that AI can be taught to kill anybody at any time. There's no emotional resistance. There's no conscientious resistance, as there can be sometimes with human members of the military. machines will kill anybody they're directed to under any circumstances they're told to do so. Now, on the legal front, there are many experts who believe that incorporating AI into the judicial system can dramatically reduce the average length of court trials by as much as 90%. Now, it goes even further. What about AI bill collectors that can come after you with much more efficiency and accuracy and trickery than human bill collectors ever could? Well, that's coming, and it's going to make it much harder for poor people to avoid paying their bills. Welcome to the fast approaching new world of non-human AI enemies. Thank you for watching, and I want to tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews coming up and more breaking news stories in the future, so make sure you subscribe to our channel for free and click on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new story. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.